Okay, y'all, so I did a thing. And if you guys have been watching my channel, like my vlogs and stuff for like over the past 2 years, then you already know I keep a camera. Ever since I was 12 years old, we couldn't afford to get into this modeling agency, blah, blah, blah. And my mom decided that she was going to buy me a camera so I can take my own self-portraits. Now, I'm 30 years old now, and I can honestly say that cameras is still the love of my heart, because coming from a family who didn't have much, that one simple gift was a blessing in disguise, because it actually trained my eye over the years. And I've had so many different cameras. I'm going to put a list of the cameras that I have owned and bought with my own money. I've never been sponsored by a company to review anything camera related. I just do it because I love it and it's a passion. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing, well, like a 2 to 3 day review of the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. I've had 2 DJI Osmo Pocket 3s, but there was this one little thing that was like kind of irking me, especially as a melanated woman, and that was the skin tones. That was the color grading on D-Log-M. Now, there are a lot of creators who create the most aesthetically pleasing or the most amazing videos that I've seen on YouTube using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It was just like there was something missing, and I feel like they kind of got it with the Osmo Pocket 4. Now, I did want to preface this video by saying this is not a tech review. I'm not a tech reviewer. I'm a firm believer of just using the gear that you have. And, you know, I just wanted to do something different and kind of share my thoughts on the gear, since I've had so many cameras, so many cinema cameras, so many DSLRs, so many mirrorless cameras, film cameras. I just really wanted to do this video because of the simple fact I know what it feels like to have a love for cameras and collect them and sell them. And this one little camera is literally solving so many problems for me. For reference, I am currently filming on the Sony ZV-E10 Mark I. I've had 2 Sony ZV-E10 Mark IIs in the past, and you know, I sold all my gear. I had to make financial decisions that was best for me at the time. So I did want to restart my camera collection after building it up after so many years. And this one camera is solving so many issues that I've had with this here camera, which is still an amazing camera. And if you have it, keep it forever, because it's still an amazing camera. But this one camera, when it comes down to vlogging my everyday life, or even maybe trying to do the sit down videos once I get a microphone, is solving so many issues for me right now at this stage in my life, and I plan to keep this forever. I'm also in the US, so legally I can have this camera. It's just US retailers can't sell this camera, not yet. But I see that they're dropping the prices of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and like I said, that's still an amazing camera. This, to me, if you already have the Pocket 3, honestly, unless you're color grading, well, no, actually, no. I like this over the Pocket 3. I'm not even gonna like cap you down. If you don't have any camera and you're looking at the Osmo Pocket 3, just get this one. If you already have the Osmo Pocket 3, just try it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, just try out this camera, because it may solve some issues for you, especially as being a melanated person or a person with a little bit more warm skin tones. So yeah, so I did film an unboxing with this camera with my daughter, and I thought it was like the cutest thing. So if you love children, this is the channel for you, because she is so vibrant. But I did want to show you guys some of the unboxing clips that I did film with her, because I know a lot of people are into unboxings. So I wasn't going to include it in this video, but let's go ahead and include it.
Guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be showing you the Osmo Pocket 4.
It came, y'all. It came.
DJI.
DJI.
It's so exciting. So we're gonna be opening it, and we're gonna show you guys.
Oh, I like this. The 3 didn't come with a case. This is actually really sleek and really cute.
Wait, it didn't.
Let's make sure the camera in here first and foremost. Make sure I didn't get ripped off.
Scanned.
This is cute. The way they kind of packaged all the parts is really freaking cute.
I'm so excited.
There's the cam.
So
they sure made sure this thing was
packed.
Yes, girl. Okay, so we're back. Number one, I wanted to also say that I make wellness videos, PCOS content, vlogs, things like that. So I'm constantly on the go. Number one, I really wish that they would have included 4K in vertical, but that's completely fine because I have an iPhone 17 that I film all of my vertical content on, my shorts. So I'm not really too fazed by that, but that would have been a good update, or can be a good update for the future. But other than that, I absolutely love this camera, y'all. I also make music where, you know, that takes a lot of color grading because I want it to look a specific way. So I won't be using this camera to make my music videos or my shorts or anything like that. So I will be getting another camera eventually that can serve those purposes. But for right now, the stuff that I'm doing, honestly, y'all, this camera has been fixing so many issues. I wanted to also show you guys what this camera looks like straight out of the box. I cut it on, I bring the files into my editor, which I use CapCut. I use Final Cut Pro, and I also use DaVinci sometimes. But I brought it into my editor and I was not thrilled by the footage I was getting. I was like, this looks like a smidge better than the Pocket 3, but it's still not what I want, like what I really wanted. This is so cool. So this is straight out of the camera. No editing, no nothing. This is exactly what it looks like. This is so much better, like the little joystick. I am in love with it. It's super freaking cute. But with that, it's so crisp, right? So after, you know, going through the settings, putting it on D-Log, which I'm so glad we no longer have D-Log and we actually have full D-Log. Y'all, once I put it into D-Log and I started color grading with the LUTs that I have, when I tell you I was shocked, I was so shocked because I wasn't able to use the LUTs that I use for other camera systems like S-Log for Sony or C-Log for Canon. I wasn't able to actually use those LUTs, but now I can actually use those LUTs with D-Log.
And that might be the cat house over there.
Girl, I don't know what that's for.
I think it's for the cats because they know that there's a lot of cats. So somebody made that.
Let her run all that energy out. Also with my settings, I don't know what this footage is going to look like. So just a learning experience for me, really. But it is being shot in D-Log.
Yeah, so I'm excited to get my camera because when I get my camera, I can vlog around and make sure that you guys watch my videos because you'll get a free shout out.
Hi everybody. I have been trying to write music and also obviously trying to get dressed because I want to take some like content pictures. I did my makeup. I did my eyebrows straighter, and then I also added black liner, which I never do, and also a red lip. So this is my little look. It's no longer D-Log M, so I have a lot more information. The image is a lot flatter, and it's just a lot more flattering than having to go in and edit everything. I feel like with the camera like this, you don't even have to color grade. You don't have to do the most. You literally can just put it in auto, maybe do some light adjustments if you choose to, and you'll be completely fine. Everyone has a different vibe. Everyone has a different eye. So just keep that in mind when it comes to color grading. So the color is absolutely amazing. They also added different film tones and things like that that you can use. Personally, I won't be using them. That's just a personal preference because I like to actually go in and color my footage, but I understand a lot of people aren't into color grading. They're kind of new to it. So I'm thinking about dropping some LUTs sometime in the future. But with that being said, I also have some tutorials that are coming to the channel where I'm going to be teaching you guys how I actually edit my footage and color grade. So hopefully you can kind of add your own pizzazz, you add your own little sauce and all that good stuff. But in the meantime, between time, I know a lot of people just want to run and gun and you guys are looking for those settings. There are several videos that, you know, are coming out on YouTube now that a lot more people have this camera. So I'm pretty sure they can help you in those areas. But for me, I like to color grade. I feel like the main issues with like the Sony ZV-E10 or the Sony ZV-E1 especially, I did a lot of complaining on my channel about those cameras, not because of the quality or what the camera was capable of or because I didn't know how to use it. It was simply because they were just too bulky for me. Like, the setup is cool for when I'm at home, but when I leave home, I want to be able to just pull something out. And the camera that is most important is going to be the one that you're able to use consistently all the time. These days you have the iPhone 17, and if that's the only camera that you have, just use that until you're able to save up to get a great camera for you and your needs. So I wanted something small, and the DJI was something that was just perfect for me when I was using it, just being able to pull it out and separate my work life, the camera, versus my real life, my actual real life on the iPhone. So I like to separate in my workflow. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to constantly fill up my iPhone storage with videos, so I needed something separately. And the coolest thing about the Osmo Pocket 4 is the fact that it has internal built-in storage. I've been filming off of the camera. I don't even have a micro SD because I don't need it. For what I've been filming, literally this camera can hold about 4 to 5 hours worth of storage, and what I've actually been filming can fit within that allotted time. So it's not a big deal to have a micro SD. If you want to back up and have a micro SD, that's perfectly fine. You can do both. But for me, the fact that I don't have to worry about buying another piece of storage is amazing, especially with the way storage is constantly rising. Another cool thing is that it actually does track you. If that's something that you're interested, that's so cool because you don't have to worry about somebody else filming you as you walk around. Like, I think that that and the gimbal is just amazing. So yeah, I just find that it's a lot better for me in my workflow right now when I just want to be free and make my vlogs and just chat to the camera. It's just really working out for me in that way. I really just didn't want to have the excuse of, oh, like the camera's too heavy, it's in my bag, it's over here, can you hold this? You know what I mean? Like, I really just wanted to be able to pull something out of a bag and be able to film. The camera I have right now doesn't have inbuilt stabilization where it doesn't crop in. This one literally has built-in stabilization. You have a gimbal and it's super easy to use. And I like the fact that this joystick right here is so much more fluid, and plus they fixed a lot of things with this camera versus the 3 where it's a lot more smoother and the tracking is a lot more updated. So I love that about the Pocket 4 so far. So if you're asking yourself, is this camera really worth it? It is, y'all. I've, like I said, had so many cameras, and having a pocket camera has really changed the game, and I see that in the future it's going to continue to re-innovate the game. With that being said, I love this camera. This is not sponsored, and I hope that you guys think about picking one up for yourself because I feel like it will solve a lot of the problems that people have. Also, with shooting in D-Log, I don't have any filters like UV filters, which are basically sunglasses for your camera just yet. So my settings are going to vary once I actually get those, and I can keep my shutter speed at the right amount, which is usually 2 times your frame rate. So when I was shooting this footage, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more cinematic. So I shot in 4K 24 frames per second, and I doubled that frame rate, and my shutter speed equals 1/50th of a second. The question you guys are dying to know, is this camera actually going to be a good fit for you? It just depends on your workflow. If you're more into the super cinematic type of vibe, you can still get that on this camera, but I understand there's different levels to this. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm still going to be picking up a cinema camera for my music creations and the things I do with my clients. But with that being said, this serves its purpose for what I need it for. Vlogging, easy to take outside, easy to have on the go. It just makes life a lot smoother. And I feel like a lot of the times people feel like that's a cop-out, like, oh, it's easy. No, it's great quality and it's easy. I think that we're at the time where we have to keep pumping out content because of the fact that we're competing now against AI. And as long as you're enjoying your journey as a content creator, I think that's what matters the most. And as long as you're able to film and post consistently, that's all that matters. And I feel like this camera will actually solve a lot of people's problems, if you want me to be honest. And you don't always need the most expensive gear to get started or to continue your journey. And I hope that you guys feel that, like, for real, for real. I wish somebody would have told me, like, girl, you don't need this, that, and the third. You really don't need the most biggest gear, most cinematic gear, most this, that, and the third, y'all. If you just start off with your phone, then go to a pocket camera, then go to a cinema line camera, you will be just fine, just to cover all your bases and have different media formats. But at the end of the day, this camera is really changing the game for a lot of people, the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, y'all. So I just think it's so cute and light. It's like, I don't have to feel intimidated when I'm vlogging, especially as a person who is a lot more introverted, and I always don't like eyes on me. So it's nice to just have something that's cool and nifty. You know, it's a good conversation starter for the right reasons, and not, oh, you can't film in here type of vibe with vlogging. So I feel like it serves that issue too. Now I can go in the gym and not feel weird with a huge camera or a bigger camera setup, and just maybe get some more accessories. Maybe I'll pick up some more accessories and show you guys if you're interested in seeing that. But I definitely want to share my editing process with you guys in future videos. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you're into wellness, if you're into lifestyle, anything like that, just consider subscribing to the channel and give me your thoughts on this camera. Even if you don't have it, just give me your thoughts on the camera in general, the camera space and where cameras are going. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.